as you leave, 180 foot, okay? Which, in this case, we cannot go past that light pole, okay? Because that's not their property. Then you're gonna set yourself for the offset, which is a bend, just like you would create on parallel park. Then you will come around straight. For instance, if I'm over here to the right, I wanna come here to the left, which way do I turn the wheel? To make my first bend, to the right. And you remember that trick we've been showing you, split your landing gear in half on the parallel park? Same thing with the offset. That is your first bend. Then you're gonna do an about face, just like parallel park, making your unit straight. At that point, you will use one get out and look. I wanna know if I'm in the lane that I'm supposed to be in after I set myself up with the initial bend. Make sure that you are facing the lane you want before you even proceed, okay? I have seen some students leave this lane, offset, and end up in the same lane they began in. Don't work that way. They're gonna make you pull forward and start all over. Now, I know you guys haven't been shown, so I'm gonna give you a demonstration. I'm gonna set myself up. I'm gonna do the first bend. You guys come over and I'll show you what I'm looking at, okay? The landing gear in half from what I see in here. Okay? These drive tires should split aim in the halfway portion of my landing gear. Right? Then I'm gonna come about face. When I say about face, if I turn my wheel to the right, which way should I turn to the left, right? Come about face. Get my unit straight. This should push my trailer over to the lane that I want. Okay, I'm not quite there yet on my halfway mark. I need to move that convex mirror down. That's why you guys have been struggling. I couldn't see it either, okay? So at any time you can't see, move this mirror down. This is your mirror that you want. Move that bad boy down, it takes both hands. It's not electronic, it's not like your fancy cars, okay? It's the old school way. Move that bad boy down. You get 2 free get out looks on an offset park and 2 free pull-ups. If you want to use this one to see if you reach your point, that's cool. Use a free get out and look, okay? That's totally up to you. But I would recommend adjusting that mirror. That way you don't have to burn up a free get out and look, okay? That was rough. Come about face. I'm straight from what I see. Okay? This side now becomes your blind side. You're not going to see that set of cones. You need to rotate your vision to the parallel to your passenger side out of that mirror. Let me show you your landmark. Remember I said use a free get out and look? This is when I would do it. Is my back of my trailer facing the lane I want? Yes, it is. Okay? Yes, it is. Your middle set of cones is your landmark, no matter what side you offset to, whether it's the left or to the right. You will have to rotate your vision to find this middle set of cones, which is this set, dividing the lanes from the left to the right. It's always this set of cones. This is your landmark. So if you can't see it on your driver's side, stop, look at your passenger side. If you can't see it in your passenger side because you're coming this way now, you got to look out of your driver's side. You are creating an imaginary line. you will put the truck into this lane, hugging as close to this middle set all the way down. Okay? Don't hit these cones, but get close to them. Not gonna be able to see that side until you make your second bend. Okay? Complete. So it's very important that you utilize this middle set as your landmark. Like I said, it applies to both left and right hand side. Okay? Now, what we teach you is to do the same thing as parallel park. Make the halfway bend mark on the lane. Come around straight. Now look at my trailer. Is it time for me to begin yet? Make my second bend to get into this lane. No, it's too soon. You got to eat up real estate first. Okay? So what I would do as I take out my get out and look, Courtney doesn't care. Do not touch these cones though. Just come out and walk it off. Take my middle set. Right here, right? My middle set of cones. Create an imaginary line. I want my passenger side to cross this line before I make my second bend. Okay? So now at this point, I would straighten up my wheel and just come back until I reach this point. Well, just walk it off. Maybe come about right here. Okay, well how far is that? It's very simple. Measure from this back in, right where Angel's at, right? 1. About 13 foot, somewhere around in there. You're gonna come straight back before you make your second bend. You can't bend now, it's too soon. I'm gonna bend it this way. I wanna get beyond this. I wanna come straight back before I make my second bend, okay? Does that make sense?
Still straight, now he's making his cut.
Okay, so I came straight back, crossing this line, like I said, about 13 feet is what I came straight back. I made another bend, and what I did was, I bent my trailer, I turned my wheel to the left, bent my trailer to the right. And what I did was, I looked out of the rear view glass, this glass behind the tractor, not your mirrors, behind the tractor. Turn your head to the right. See this white strip of tape right here where this line is on my header board? When this is to my frame, that's enough bend. Then I came around and just straightened it up and straight back. When I came around slowly though, to straighten up my unit. Because you don't want to overshoot it. If you come around to the left and you overshoot it to the left, now you're at an angle again. You're at a disadvantage. You want to come around slow to where you're straight on both sides. So when you stop, you can look in your rear view mirrors, find the lane of cones, my middle set and my left-hand side. Then you can negotiate, do I need to turn my wheels straight and come straight back? Or do I need to turn them to the left and make a little bend, or whatever the case may be? If you overshoot it, let's say for example, you're coming around straight, you overshoot it to the left, your disadvantage is your blind side, which is the passenger side. My suggestion to you, to stop what you're doing, just pull up straight. pull up straight, find these cones and straight back. Treat it like a straight line back now, okay? Does that make sense? To everybody, any questions?
That's what I was trying to do, pull up and then
Okay.
straight back in the other way.
Okay, it's just small maneuvers. Speed is a killer, one-on-one, backing. You know, all those years I drove, 25 plus, I never went extremely fast on backing until I felt cocky and I was in the lane, then I was showing off. You know, but no, you don't want to do that. You want to take your time, all right? When in doubt, get out, check it out. That's my motto. When boots hit the ground, go all the way around. You can't see anything if you step out of the side and you're just doing this. And then you just get back in the truck. You can't see the overall picture. You might be straight here, but you might be crooked on the driver's side. You won't know that unless you go over there and take a look. Always look at your surroundings too. What lane am I supposed to be in? Get out and walk it out. Find out where I need to be. Look at your truck. Oh, okay, I need to turn my wheel to the right. That's where we as instructors have the advantage. It's easier for me to tell you which way to turn the wheel because I got a better view than you do. I see where your truck's at.
Right.
From here on out, I want people to start getting out and looking at their surroundings. I know you guys are still new, okay? Make a habit. There's no super glue on that seat. I know, because I got out twice. Okay, if you don't get out, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna have people rotate, okay? I want you to start taking advantage of this. 2 free get out and looks on offset and parallel park. Use them, they're yours. On a straight line, it's 1 and 1. You know why they only give you 1 and 1 on a straight line? It's the most simplistic maneuver there is known to man. If you can't straight line, it's safe to say they're gonna blow the whistle, your test is done. That means you're not prepared to do an offset or a parallel park. You don't have the skills to even perform the easiest maneuver, which is straight line, okay? That's why they only give you 1 and 1 on that. There's 12 points allotted for straight line, offset, and parallel park. At the 13th point, our third-party examiner will blow the whistle, your test is done. Each pull-up you pull beyond the 2 free is 2-point deduction. Okay, so let's say you pull up 3 times. I know I got 2-point loss right then and there. You pull up again, it's 2 fold. So it's 2, 4, actually 6 this time. So now you got 6 to play with. You pull up again, it's safe to say, you get into that threshold, you're at 10-point deduction. 1 more pull up, your test is done. So anything that exceeds 5 or 6 pull-ups, you can pretty much bet your test is done. Okay? Any question on offset? You would just reverse the rolls from this side to this side. Now my vision will be on the driver's side. Okay? You would make your initial bend. If I pull up straight, I turn the wheel to the left because I need my trailer to the right. Right? Okay? First bend, you're gonna look in the back of the rear view mirror. This is gonna touch this frame. This right here, where this crease is on your trailer, is gonna get close to the frame. That's enough bend. Then you're gonna come about face, make yourself straight. Get out and look, see where you're at, mark off your middle cone. Okay, I need to drive straight back 15 foot like I did before I make my second bend. Okay, I'll walk you through it, guys.